It says we're live. Hey, everybody.
What's up, guys?
At the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel here, and we may have one or two come in, but we want to go ahead and get started. And everybody knows Punchy Paints, you know, the Chattanooga Ed. Our guest up there is John Oliver, J. Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics, and we're thrilled to have John, the skipper down there, Rob, Aquatic Aesthetics, and the Susie Q, just off a big giveaway on her channel just an hour ago. So, but what we're going to do is bring John up in a minute, and our usual very informal, relaxed format. We'll start with some questions if anybody has anything on their mind, and when he feels like he wants to give us a tour, he can do that. And so, yeah, so post your questions in there, and of course, panel, you can help read them out, please. And here we go. Is it okay if I bring you up by yourself, John?
Whatever you want to do.
All right. Let's do that. Here we go. There we go. Hey there.
What's up, guys?
Hi, John.
Most of you know John here, I'm sure, and he's got some awesome guppies and other things. And by the way, I was in a live stream that John did a pop-up a day or two ago, and he was explaining to people how he really started out on Facebook, and he still uses Facebook quite heavily for his videos and stuff. And so that's why I'll let him talk to you about that. But that's why you'll see his channel link and his Facebook link. It's Pam already put it in. And
yeah, appreciate it. Lori's been on it.
Has she? Okay. Awesome. Lori's awesome too. All right. Any questions, anybody? Ed, you had some questions before we started.
Yeah, John. So, what type of fish do you like to sell? Once get to know you, just in case there's somebody that doesn't know you.
What fish do I like to sell? You say?
Yep. Or
mainly guppies.
Awesome. Well,
Guppies and angelfish are the main two, I would say.
Nice. Now, in one of your streams, I think you said, now I don't know if this is right or not, but did you say you sold 10,000 pairs?
Not pairs, just guppies in total. I've imported well over 10,000 at this point.
Okay,
wow.
Cool. That's a lot. When you get them, are they juvenile or are they full grown? Like, how's that?
They're normally young adults, about 4 months of age, 3 to 4 months of age.
Are all of your guppies that you sell imported? Are they mixed or?
Not about 90% is import. I do keep all the fry that I can that they throw off before I sell them. Just to start off, I do quarantine all my imports with nitrofurazone and Canaplex, which is a very similar combination to what Dan's Fish has used in the past. It's worked really well for me. But once I get them through the quarantine process, they typically do very, very well. And I would say that's about at least 95% of my sales. And when I do have the homebred stock available, it sells 65%.
Philip Hamby says, when is the website going to be up and running?
Probably, hopefully early spring. I'm wanting to get my main fish room built and complete before I focus on the website.
And Stephen Truth Seeker wants to know what's your favorite guppy.
Oh man, right now it's probably my metal bluegrass, or I got some half black blue tails that are really pretty.
Those are pretty. I was looking at those about a week ago.
Do you ever get? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you ever get any guppies that you like so much you have to keep them for yourself?
Well, yeah, I know the half black blue tails for one. I have a really big colony of homebred stock now. I got several tanks of them going, and a few tanks of the metal bluegrass. But typically, when I import, I'm importing around 20 trios per strain at least. So if I'm I have plenty to get rid of and still keep. But I definitely try to keep some of the cooler strains.
Awesome.
What's your number one seller? Like, is there a guppy that you find that people just really love?
Number one seller's probably been the Dumbo Mosaic. It's a lot of people have ordered that one, and then second up are the half black blue tails.
Nice.
They're super popular.
Lady Metalhead says, if you don't sell Metalhead Guppies, do you know a reputable place to get them? Asking for a friend, right?
I do carry the metal black strain, but that's the only Metalhead Guppy I carry.
And I feel terrible. I need to send her some because I have some that I can send her too. But mine aren't for sale. I'm not a professional like John.
Okay. You might check with Jatter and Aquatics. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. All right.
Awesome.
Don't see any other questions in there.
John,
Go ahead,
John
Ed.
Oliver, I have a question. I see a red shirt next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mini-me.
Yeah, that's his
Aw.
helper. He's growing up on
That's
your
awesome.
Yeah,
in your fish room.
he's in quite a bit of my unboxing videos that I post on YouTube.
Very
He's
cool.
about twice the size he used to be, I remember.
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
How
Well-
much longer until he grows a beard?
Right?
Maybe 2 or 3 years.
Nice.
He said no.
That's funny.
Well, how did you get into doing fish?
All right. I'd say about 12 years ago, I bought my first crown tail beta from Walmart. And brought it home. Things went really well. And for some reason, I just got the idea I want to try to breed them. So I started YouTube and stuff like that, and got really into it, tried to do it as best I could, and I started breeding crown tail betas, and had a whole room that I dedicated to the beta thing to start off with. It was really fun to begin with, but I found out it didn't take long to just completely fill the room full of male betas after I started separating. At one point, I had over 200 males separated out, just everywhere, the shells all over the room. And
oh, God.
It was really fun, but at that point, I realized I had to back off because at the time, I didn't have a real good revenue of sales, and I wasn't even trying to pursue it, per se.
That's what I'm terrified of.
Fish Dreams wants to know if you sell female guppies. She's trying to do a mixed tank.
Yep, sure do.
Do you want to tell us how you do it?
Most of my business is through the Band app, if anyone knows what that is.
Yep.
It's really has kept me from doing a website just because I've been so successful. Just through that app alone, I've been extremely busy. I know the website aspect would be a lot better just for simple use. You enter a website, go to what you want, and buy it. But the Band has made it more personable. You have to interact with me. You have to message me directly, and we talk about what you want, and I go over the price and everything that way. But you can literally video chat me before you purchase from me. I'm willing to walk around the fish room and show you what you want to look at. So I try to make it almost as if you're there looking at what you want to buy, type thing.
We have a Band app for the Band app for our local fish group, Chattanooga Fish Group, and people post on there, especially before we have swap meets, what they're bringing.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
I need to.
Yeah, it's all because of the restrictions on Facebook and the selling of livestock. However,
Exactly.
I don't think that applies to you, John. It does not apply to me as a store, as a retailer.
Yeah,
I can't.
Sorry, I do have a business page on Facebook. which allows me to technically sell through my business page. But I just avoid doing it through groups per se.
Sure.
Yeah, it gets a lot of people panicking
Yeah.
when you do. So, oh, you can't do that, and you have to explain to them that you can. But yeah,
Yep.
we don't do it, but it's always available. So don't let it scare you about just having to throw something up on even your own personal page, as long as
Right.
you point to the business page.
Yeah, the Facebook groups I run, my business page is actually an admin of both groups as well. So it
Right.
links my business page to my groups.
Nice. That's a way to do it. Kenneth wants to know, oh my gosh, is John's main source of income breeding? Curious about how sustainable it is.
Nope. Main source would be the importing. The breeding thing, it works really well. I just found that the supply and demand, I just had so much demand, I wasn't able to produce enough fry and get them to age quick enough before I was, my older stock that was old enough to sell, I'd run out way before I'd have them on away.
You need a warehouse of ponds to be able to maintain the level you do. And we're talking a big warehouse.
Yep.
He's got a lot of tanks.
Yeah, it's something that'd be nice to try one day, but that's a whole lot of work and a bunch of setting up.
Yeah.
And quite a bit of a money investment to do something that way.
Now, you just set this all up or moved to this new place about, back in the summer or the spring?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just moved early springtime. The place I'm living on has really nice well water. And so far, most all my fish have really enjoyed it. It's a bit higher to like a 7.5 pH. So my soft water species, I haven't done well as far as breeding them. I've not really got to the aqua systems yet, just because most of the things I focus on are a harder water species.
Right. I hear a lot of discussion in the chats and the streams, and of course, people like yourself that are guppy experts. A lot of talk about the water and the conditions that imported guppies come in and matching that, and what advice you got?
Well, there's a main thing I hear a lot of is people say, which is true, that not always true, but it's true for a big portion of people overseas that raise their guppies in almost brackish water, really salty water, so it eliminates bacteria infections from happening, basically. And there's a deal that people have a problem with acclimating their fish once they get them here and they're not in that salty environment anymore. And it's really hard on guppies to get them back into pure fresh water. But there are suppliers. My supplier I buy from in Thailand doesn't raise them in brackish water. So I have a really good success with the acclimation process. And that's all the people I sell to. It's been a very good rate of success for them too.
That's good to know.
Steven Trueseeker would like to know, do you sell in trios, pairs? And I think even Fishy Dreams was asking, do you just sell females? So how do you sell these?
Typically, I sell pairs or trios. And once I run out of what's available, say if I sell all the pairs and trios I got, and then I have a bunch of females left over, then I'll offer female packs for a discount. Or if I'm got a bunch of males left over, it'd be the same thing.
And you had already answered that question when I read it about females. So
yeah. I do try to sell off all the pairs and trios first, just as a business standpoint.
Well, I've got a question. It doesn't seem like anybody that I know imports from India. But India has some crazy, awesome guppies. Is there like laws or something that restricts the Indian trade, or?
I personally do not know. I've never messed with any of the India transshippers, or I just don't know their laws. I've mainly only imported from Vietnam and Thailand have been the two areas I've sourced from, and importing from them has been very easy.
That's great.
Oh, new member, Eric Wyrock. Thank you so much, Eric. Appreciate
Awesome.
Thank you, Eric.
Awesome. Good question, Ed. Hey, Mary Page.
Well, have you ever had a disaster on a shipment? Like, you ever had a box with a hole in it or something? Or
No, let me think. I've never had anything crazy happen as far as that goes. Just the worst, to be honest, the worst thing I've ever dealt with was a cholera outbreak. And that was, it's been a while, but I mean, it was a bad thing to experience, but I got a lot of experiment and learning how to treat it properly. And since then, it hasn't really been an issue.
Chevy Fish had asked a question a couple minutes back, and I just scrolled up and I missed it. She wanted to know if the transshippers use fresh or brackish water when they do water changes on imports, but I think you answered that when you said it wasn't brackish.
Yeah, I do not know as far as that goes. I have tend to stay away. I've asked my suppliers, what the salinity is of their water, and to make sure. And I don't know. There was one time in the beginning, I've been importing for about 3 years now. I started right before everything started and getting shut down. And just ironically decided to get into fish, and right after everything was starting to get shut down, it was quite interesting. But it's almost a blessing, really.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Chick Mix asked, do you show guppies? Any tips if you're familiar with that world?
I do not show. When I first was getting into it, I started talking to quite a few IGFA members. I'm friends with a few of them, but I have no sad feelings. But I was in the IFDA Facebook group, but once they realized I was an importer, they kicked me out.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they're not very keen on anything to do with imports.
Yeah.
So
the international guppy.
Yep.
International. There you go.
That's the only one I could really participate in.
Eduardo wants to know if you could, if I'd ask you about the other fish you have in your rooms, the fish rooms.
Angelfish, peacock cichlids, a few varieties of Neocaridina shrimp. I've got a pair of prairie cichlids, long-fin bristlenose plecos, standard fin bristlenose plecos. I breed and raise electric blue acara and Gouramis.
I saw that too, Skipper.
I got a breeding pair of flower horns. I have not bred them yet, but I have been conditioning them here lately to get them ready to breed. I keep discus. I have a bisher. I'm sure I'll think of a few more as it goes.
I had a message popped up, and I can't do two things at once, so I read it real quick. Did you mention what kind of angels you breed?
My girlfriend, honestly, is more of the angelfish breeder. We've bred, personally, I've got behind me, I've got some gold marbles that I've bred, and then up here are some, over here in this tank is my blue ghost breeding pair. I would have to say my girlfriend is the main one that's really into the genetics.
Steven wants to know, Steven Truth Seeker, if you've thought about getting into other fish like barbs, tetras, or cory cats.
When I get the new fish building done, I do plan on sourcing several different varieties of fish.
Oh. Sorry, that one was for me.
What
Yes,
is,
Chewy.
what is your favorite tanks for holding your guppies?
29-gallon tank would be my preferred.
Tall?
Yeah, 29-gallon talls.
Gotcha.
I love that tank.
But behind me, here and here, both sides of me, these are 40-gallon breeders. If I had enough of them for grow out, I really enjoy those things.
I love those too.
These tanks right here behind me, these are 29 gallons here. And then up here are 20 longs on the top row.
Oh, okay. No, Chewy asked if you were working on breeding your strains of guppies. I thought he was asking me since he said at Bob Keller to highlight it. Sorry. And then there's another question there too, just wanting you to recommend some breeders, you know, if somebody's getting interested in breeders.
I really like Doug Gray.
Yeah, Doug's awesome.
Got a lot of great information out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love.
He's got a wealth of videos out there, and he does sell his guppies every now and then. You can get some.
Yeah, Doug's a great guy. I talk to him often.
Now,
Yes.
do you ever sell your fish in person? Oh, I'm sorry. Keep talking about Doug Gray, and we'll go back to that.
No worries. I do sell to a local fish store, and I've had locals around the state come to my house, but when I get the new building done, I'm actually going to have it set up to where the public will be able to come to the store, basically.
Nice. What about like, do you do any fish swaps?
Yep. I go to my local club. That's Northwest Arkansas Association, but it's about a 3.5, 4 hour trip for me.
Oh, geez.
But I have attended a couple times.
You answered part of RAY Aquatics Robert's question there about where you're located, but then he wants to know how the weather is and if you heat the building or tanks.
I'm located in central Arkansas. The weather's been really warm here this winter, but I heat my fish room and then cool them the whole room in the summer.
Are you planning on going to Aquafest? Because I think they were saying something about giving space to sellers there too that are YouTubers.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make that one. I have some goats that are due to have babies right at that same time, so I'm going to have to be home for that.
Oh.
Well, that's cool.
What kind of goats are they?
I have dairy goats, the Nigerian dwarf breed.
You know, that is the best, not that it's an excuse, but that is the best excuse I've ever heard. No one ever challenged that one.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. He has a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to make it. It's you know,
Excuse me.
close enough. I could have made it. It's just bad timing.
Now, what's the average price of a goat going for these days?
The registered ones that I deal with, you can sell weanlings for maybe like $350. And some are, depending on the bloodline they come from, you can get some that are over $1,000. It's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
There's,
But are they like tame?
they're very popular show goat varieties. So when you're dealing with them, man, the prices of them just go astronomical.
I'm just
Wow.
wondering how much room I have behind my store right now.
How about it?
Aquatic aesthetics and more.
Are they like tame pet goats? I mean,
Yeah, if it wasn't dark,
cool.
I could take y'all out there, and yeah, they walk right up to me. They like being pet.
All right. Note to self on the next one you do, we're going to do it early so we can see them, or do it when the time changes.
Yeah. I'll come back up in the summer.
Awesome.
So
Yes.
this doesn't pertain to anything we've been talking about, but I saw it in chat, and this is twice I've seen it today. There's people have been asking about the member link. I never seen a link for somebody to join for a membership. I think the issue is people are doing it on their iPad. They're going to have to go to their computer and do it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either, and I have an iPhone. I've never seen a member link.
Can I?
Button.
Yeah, and I don't know, some of the phones, I think that, well, mine for sure, the smartphone I have, you can't see the member button or the link. I have to go on my desktop, like I joined somebody today. Sharpies. I followed him for years, and anyway, I joined him, but I had to go on my desktop, crank it up.
Sorry, I saw that today. I had to bring that up because it was
Yeah.
bugging.
I just
saw.
had
Go
one
ahead.
more. I'm sorry. I have one more goat question. When you sell them, do you advertise that you sell kids? Or how does that work?
Normally just weanling kids is it's KID, not KIT. I wasn't sure if I heard you correctly, but the kids, they're about, about 3 months old when you sell them, I believe.
Nice. Are they winged by then, I guess?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Little goats grow fast. I mean, they mature fast, I think, don't they?
Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Do you let them hop around in your house when they were little babies?
No, not normally.
Okay.
They're not the easiest to potty train.
Oh. You
There's
make some
that.
great shorts with them, though, I bet.
I have seen people put diapers on them,
Gotcha.
Wow.
How cute.
but when they're young.
Yeah, there were some videos on YouTube a while back, probably, well, they still are, dwarf goats in pajamas. They're jumping around on bales. Hey, they're so cute. Of course, it had like 5 million views.
Yeah, I'm a part of a few goat groups on Facebook, and there's a few people that have been dressing them up for the holidays,
Oh,
Oh,
putting like little hats or like reindeer hooves on them and stuff.
Okay, one more goat question. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about goats. Do you do anything? Now, earlier you said did you say they were dairy goats?
Dairy goats, and we are really just getting into them. We personally haven't been able to start milking it, so after this first round of babies is when we're going to start collecting milk to do like goat milk soaps and products like that.
What about cheeses?
Cheese, yep, we'll do cheese, and we'll filter and drink goat's milk as well.
Oh man, I'm going to have to visit your store once you get all that stuff going. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if you made a trip down sometime.
road trip, Ed, road trip.
Yeah.
Maybe next time on Aquashella Dallas. I'm kind of on the way.
Yep. If I go through Tennessee instead of Alabama and Georgia and Louisiana, Mississippi, if I go just through Tennessee, Arkansas, and straight down, then I could do it.
Chevy Fish
I've
wants
got
to know.
the Buffalo River on my bucket list. I've done it once.
Yeah.
About 200 miles of it in the White River. And
Oh, that's awesome.
I got to go back do it again. At least spend a week doing it.
Yeah, the Buffalo is a very, very pretty river.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just so peaceful. I mean, you're lucky if you hear an airplane.
Wow.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
I used to-
whole part of Arkansas is beautiful up there.
I used to go down the Elk River and the Sugar Maple. They were up in northern Arkansas also, and they were great canoeing rivers.
Very cool.
Thanks, Matt. Chevy Fish wants to know if you drink the goat's milk or make products from them.
Well, that's the plan, is to do both. Like I said, we just got started into them, so they have to kid first, so they're producing milk. So that we're just entering our first round of babies to be born.
Uh,
Well, I had
Oh,
no
wow.
idea we were going to talk goats.
well, I'm gonna try to redirect us back, but I don't want to cut anybody's goat questions off because I'm real curious about them too. Is that considered dairy?
Yep.
The goats?
Yeah, it'd be a dairy product. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how popular it is all over, but goat's milk soap is very popular around my area.
All right. Joseph Stanley says, goat's cheese. And with
Mhm.
that, do you have any fish that you would favor us with a look at?
Yeah, I can try to give y'all a little walk around.
It'd be great.
Not sure how good the quality will be, but let's give it a shot.
There's 82 people in here that want to see fish. Wow. Wow. You brought a big crowd.
Cool.
Now, I see a lot of green. Is there a favorite plant that you use?
Favorite plant for breeding guppies would be hornwort.
Ah.
1 second, I'm getting my gimbal unconnected from the tripod.
I actually remember saying that the other day in that story that you did, the pop-up, the hornwort.
Oh, wrong thing.
Thank you, Matt.
I just haven't been successful with hornwort in my water. Rob, do you sell hornwort, or do you have the same problem with your water?
No, that's hazmat. That is not allowed in my tanks.
Okay.
When it dies, it is the messiest plant you will ever deal with.
Beautiful.
What? I'm here to see Bob and Susie's light-up hat. Man.
I don't know how well it's going to focus, but these are some of my juvenile metal bluegrass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are beautiful.
The females look like they're getting close to dropping.
Yep. Yeah, they're getting about adult size. I have a couple of older females, but that one back there. Or no, that's a male. No, that's one of my older females that laid most of these babies in here.
The females are as pretty as the males almost.
Yeah. Metal bluegrass. And over here we got some of my juvenile half black blues.
Oh, those are pretty.
I definitely love this strain.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Now, what do you use for substrate with these guys?
A lot of my tanks get aragonite, just a fine layer. And I use lava rocks.
Pretty smart.
So that's half black blues. This tank's got a little bit of algae on the front glass, but this is polar blue.
Oh, I got them.
Yeah.
They're so
Hmm.
cute.
Mom and dad and a bunch of fry.
How many fry do they do at once?
Oh man, over 100.
Wow.
We can't sell those in Chattanooga.
Why?
No.
You can have them in your tank; they just will not sell. Someone moved into town some time ago with a whole bunch of them, and watered down the market, and everybody learned how they bred, and said, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, they breed about like convicts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got another tank of them down here.
I got mine from Susie Q.
Yeah, they pretty much are convicts, aren't they?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
polar blue convicts.
They kind of have a little bit more of a stubby body, though.
Yep.
Like
The
a
mine-
parrot or something.
Yeah, that's the hybrid.
Yeah, mine don't get very big. So they're gonna run off just because I'm sticking a camera in their face. So that dark gold marble angels. And a bunch of plants.
Beautiful angels.
There's no substrate in this tank. I just got a bunch of potted plants everywhere.
Do you repot those yourself?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah,
Nice.
I just broke all this down off one big plant. Me and my girlfriend did that about 2 weeks ago. Repotted all this.
And
And
you
what did
sell
you pot them
plants?
in?
Now, say that again.
What substrate did you pot them in?
They're just in the like
Rock wool?
fiber. 1 second. I forget what it's called. It's actually like
rock wool.
Okay,
rock
yeah.
wool. There you go.
Okay,
Hold on a second.
nice.
All right. Down here, I don't have a light on this tank, but these are my Parabas. They have a really nice blue shine on them when the light's on them. But I just have a few left in here. I'm hoping to get a good breeding pair of them. And I got that guy.
Wow, they have a great dorsal.
Yeah, they do.
Here are some of the imported metal bluegrass.
Now, do you ever see much of a difference when you get them from a different breeder from what you've got?
I've been ordering from the same breeder, that only one person, for over a year now. So I haven't been mixing suppliers lately. I've only dealt with 2 breeders out of Thailand and one family out of Vietnam.
Where do you get your rock wool? Joseph Stanley's asking. He's having trouble.
I believe we'd ordered them on Amazon. And down here, I got some of the imported half black blues.
Wow. Making me want to have guppies again.
I know, right?
Well, everybody should have guppies.
I do have several tanks of them, but still.
Nobody realizes it, but they're very rewarding and they make you feel better than big fish when big
They
fish
really
die.
do. You're getting
these
so
guys-
many super nice comments about them, John.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't see chat, so if anybody has any questions, read them out to me, please. This is just some fry growing out of some dark blue Moscows. I don't really have any adults in here right now. The tank itself is completely full of hair algae. Let's get the light back there, maybe we can see a bit better. I like it. I decided not to pull it out, but this is a 29 gallon, and about the halfway back, it's just top to bottom with hair algae. So I just leave it, you know.
Well, it cuts back on water changes.
Yeah, it choked off some of the plants I had in there, but it didn't bother me. I just wanted to see what would happen with it.
Yeah, that Rotella does not like the algae right now.
No.
Oh, got a super chat from Austin at Fantastic Freaks. Thank you.
Awesome.
Super sticker.
So these are Snakeskin Red Mosaics.
Wow.
Those are nice.
Isn't it bizarre how the red mosaics, the females have like a blue tail?
Yeah, yep. I'm not
noticing.
sure why that is. I haven't really looked into the genotypes and stuff for it. But again, I'll back out here. You'll notice these tanks here, and this one look a little yellowish green. That's because they still have the nitrofurazone canoplex in the water. They've been out of treatment for over a week, but I only do 20% water changes at a time. So it takes several water changes to get it cleared back out. I'm not going to lie, I actually don't know the name of this strain. The supplier just sent them to me as a freebie. And I've got some fry out of them. I'm letting them go, and I'm going to see what the babies look like. Make sure they're breeding true. Over here, I got the albino red tail. If I can get the glare.
And the same with the blue tails.
Yeah, the females have blue tails, and the male's got a nice red. It's kind of torn up. This is just a breeder set I was hoping to get some fry out of. And here's the blue ghost breeding pair I got. Angels, of course.
So nice.
Now this is what you see is what you get. There's a little bit of algae on the front of this glass, so it's not the best picture.
Makes me feel right at home.
No, you just gave me an idea. I should put a Chattanooga Ed mug in my fish tank with a plant.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go,
it's
Ed.
got,
Yeah.
I filled it full of soil and potted it.
That's awesome.
And this tank here, I haven't quite figured out why, but it stays crystal clear. And I have no substrate in it. I have a little bit of hornwort up top floating, but this tank stays so freaking clear for me. These are some of the juvenile coral blue tails growing out.
Wow.
Now, what do you do when you want to transfer your fish and put a new line in your tank? Are you afraid that any fry could get there? Do you have to like completely drain it out, or what do you do?
Yeah, like I mentioned in the live stream we did on Aquashella that I have some really big nets. I have some 12-inch nets that I can put in here, and literally it goes wall to wall, and I can scoop nearly everything out if I need to. But a lot of times I don't. I just change my tanks around if I don't have to. But again, this is a metal rack. Got 29s on the first 2 rows and 20 longs up top. And then there's my brine shrimp. I hatch out brine shrimp daily. Over here we got some platinum marbles and some platinum. And one of the color blue.
Yeah.
Those are some nice angels.
Now,
Have
those
you ever
polar-
tried vinegar eels for the fry?
Yep. I haven't really fed them too much, but I have like half a dozen vinegar eel cultures going.
Mary Page says she loves those, John.
Thank you, Mary Page. Appreciate it. Down here in the other 40 breeder, gonna be really hard to see. There's so much plants. I really got to pull. There's a ton of water sprite floating. It's really blocking out the light. But this is a mix of like clown genes. If anybody knows angelfish genes, there's the clowns and there's some regular silvers in here. But basically the clown gene is the silver lines broken up.
Joseph said they're screaming, "Feed me, feed me."
Yeah. They've already been fed quite a bit. See over here, if I can move the light for you guys and get it to see better. This is some juveniles. They're supposed to be blue-green dragons. There's one with a red tail I need to pull out of here. But they're only like 2 months old, 2 or 3 months old now at the most, so they're still getting some color to them.
Now, John, do you have like a guppy tank that you, when you're not sure if somebody's been?
I don't necessarily have a big one going yet. I have people that are on back order basically for mutts or anything that, I don't want to sell at premium price. So when I have those available, I have a few people I normally contact. This is the red grass.
Wow.
This is a mix of imported and some homebred. So it's a little bit yellow. I'm still working the medication out of the water.
Well, I got a good little tip for people. If you go to a local fish store, buy a female guppy you see that is already hit if they keep them separate. What that means, it came from the distributor, probably separated already because it's too difficult to try and catch the females from the males.
Right.
So those females are coals from a straight line breeder.
Ah.
Right.
Most likely, and you might get some good babies out of that.
That is a good tip.
Oh, wow. No, I'm going to start paying attention when I'm at your shop, Rob.
Right. Right.
And I don't have a light directly over the bluegrass tank, but this is my bluegrass.
Ooh.
Just
Oh, they're beautiful.
They've got a
No,
pattern like a
One right
rim
there I need to pull out. He's turning red.
Now, are you selling those right there now?
Yeah, well, I'm not selling anything right now because of the holidays.
Well, you could call them a bluegrass redneck.
Start a new strain.
These were originally gold black lace guppies, but I'm really getting almost some blues, almost some violet colors, some blue colors in the things. Let me see if I can move the horn board out so I get some better light on them. If I would have timed it right, I would have done my grind for meeting and showed you guys. Yeah, these guys are real young yet. It's gonna be hard to see them. Oh, I got a bunch in there. Oh, see, it says 29 here, but my girlfriend has a pair of angels because she's working on it's a platinum and a platinum model. We got albino Cory cat.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
I don't think that guy liked you filming his girlfriend. How he came towards the camera.
Yeah. I got a bunch of mystery snails in here. There's also, there he is, albino, bristle nose, plecos. This is the albino tank for the bottom dwellers.
What are those angels? Philippine blues or?
No, this is a platinum marble.
Oh, okay.
And then that's just the platinum.
Nice.
Which one is in the bowl? Here, my girlfriend's going to explain.
So platinum marbles are two Filipino blue jeans that are over a gold marble, and so they end up making that gold disappear, and they look platinum because of those two blue jeans. So the one with the stripes is a gold marble with two platinum jeans, making it a platinum gold marble, and the other one would be like a gold angelfish, but with two Filipino blue jeans, so it's a platinum. And it actually has pearl.
Now, what will their offspring look like?
And so I'm not 100% sure because he used to have another lady angelfish, and she died suddenly. And so this other one has always presented that she wants to lay eggs, and so they're here and they're fine getting along. The reason I don't know for sure is because I don't know if you get double dose or not. If you get single dose marble, there will be 50% marble and 50% platinum.
Wow.
Also, will probably not show up in the because it usually takes two. But if you double dosed, then you will get 100% marbles. They will have only one marble gene. So I got him from. So I'm not sure if he's
What's her name, or can we know?
Sydney.
Nice to meet you, and thank you.
nice to meet you.
And you guys, she's super cool, too.
Yeah.
Up
Oh,
here,
it has
Your stuff.
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to see much, but because they're all hiding in the plants. But this is my blue neo-carotene shrimp tank. There. Got one there. Yeah, it's not going to come in very clear. Anyway, we'll move on. Behind me here is this is a 45-gallon tank, and I've got like 6 Gouramis magnisterized, but they are super shy. I'm actually really surprised this one's out right now. They'll probably dart off in just a second. Trying to get the
They are temperamental.
Well, maybe you need to tap the glass.
Does that attract them in?
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. 1 second, let me walk into the other room and I'll show you some other angels.
Bob, just to let you know, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that. I think we're going to run over a few minutes because I don't want to stop now. And anybody, Kenny's starting up in 2 minutes. If anybody wants to go over there, we've got the link up.
We'll blame the person in front of us. She was late.
All right, tell them about these, Sydney.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Dude, look at the pattern in that dorsal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love those.
That one's a Pinway Paraba right there. And this one is a Pinway Leopard. They are actually a pair, and they lay eggs usually right in here. They are still trying to get figured out. They probably only had like maybe 2 batches.
Yeah,
But they're
that's the
also
fourth
in
one
here.
they figured it out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're also in here with another pair, and so until we get the fish room built, I probably won't get them to have many babies unless I can convince someone to build me a rack.
All right. Same thing in here.
Pretty.
Now, are those pearl scale?
They were not
The
sold to me
boys?
full scale. I do not believe so.
Okay.
I
It
see
just
what
looks
you're
like he's
see-
got bumpy scales, which look
I
really
see
neat.
what you're seeing, Ed. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of iridescence.
Yeah.
One of a kind, that's for sure.
Here.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That's a Pinway Leopard, and so is his girlfriend over here. And I actually got these from Becky Basham. She's on Facebook a lot, and she's pretty well known for breeding.
They got eggs on the slate right now.
Yep.
I can't really see them, but they're there. But then over here we got a bunch of really red coils.
These were sold to me as quad color kits.
Mary Page says, look at that blue on them. Wow. These are nice looking
Sorry.
coolies, too.
Yeah, they got quite a bit of red in them. But still got to get them separated out. But yeah, I really like these. These guys are beautiful.
Do you pull the babies or do you let them parent? That's a question from Joseph Stanley.
A little bit of both. If we got the space, we pull them and do the methylene blue and all that.
It's really nice to let them parent though, because when they do, their babies are actually better parents right off the bat. And so
Absolutely.
any chance I can give them to let them have their own, I'll try. And all of these angels are pretty young. They've all paired up here pretty recently and are kind of still separating themselves out. And so I'm just gonna let them try. They're basically like moms and dads, and
Let them figure it out. Yeah. So this is a 55 tall, more cube shape, and then the 40-gallon
Wow, I've
dude.
never seen a 55 tall.
Yeah, it's the same footprint as a 40 breeder, just taller.
Oh, I like that.
I saw one at PetSmart on sale a couple years ago, and I didn't get it. Now I wish I had.
All right,
my favorite thing.
I'm gonna move to the other room now, guys. Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me up.
We're enjoying it.
I guess I can show y'all. I didn't finish this room yet. Back to the first room we started in, I have my pair of Gouramis in here. They're actually are fry, but they're so small that you probably won't be able to pick them up. So that was the female, and this is the male. Dirted substrate. They're there is a common Pleco. There he is in here. And before I put him in here, this substrate was completely level. And he's dug it all the way down to the bottom here and right here. But I just let him do it.
Well, there's organics in there he was after, so he may have done you a favor.
Yeah, actually, after he did all this, the tank cleared up like quite a bit more.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
And then down here, neither one of these tanks have there's the filter in them, but they're not hooked up. No filtration in these tanks.
Hi, Chevy Fish.
I've got 3 of my electric blue caras I bred that I'm growing out, and about 5 or 6 long Plecos in here. There's one right there. And a bunch of that. Over here, we got more angelfish. Lots and lots of plants. Up top here, hopefully it's not too glary. We got more angels. All different varieties. These are the fairy cichlids here. It's a pair.
I'm just curious, is your girlfriend's middle name Val by any chance?
Nope. Sure isn't.
Because I sure do see a lot of Val.
Yeah.
I can't discount you for that. I do the same thing in my tanks.
Yeah. Up top, we got frog bit and red root floaters. They're not quite flowering yet, but I had some flowering about a month ago, and we redid everything and almost lost all my red root floaters. Salvinia.
Yeah, Minima. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Cat's tongue is what they call it here.
Yeah. So mainly frog bit, Salvinia, and the red root floaters. And their roots are pretty red.
Oh, yeah, they're doing good. You'll never get that true blood red in a fish tank without sunlight. But
yeah. Got some of the peacock cichlids.
Oh, wow.
This tank's a little darker, but another tank of them.
Let me ask you, John, how much do you have in the other room?
The one we haven't seen yet?
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Do we need to call it?
I'm just wondering, well, I don't mind going. In fact, I'd rather go over somebody's, but I don't want you to rush. Would you be able to come back next week? We don't have anybody.
Yeah, that'd be
this
fine.
is a
That
good
would be
place
great.
because I feel like you're trying to rush a little bit, and I want you to take your time. So,
Yeah,
We want you to take your time. Those fish are
Right.
gorgeous.
right.
yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Awesome. And we always post a link for Daniken's Aquatics. So we went, but still we only went from 70 something to 54. So people are really enjoying. So
A lot of great
Yeah, I
comments.
appreciate it, guys. That hour went by super fast.
too fast. We spent
yeah.
we spent the first half asking questions. So, and talking about goats, but it was worth it because we get you back next week now.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd be glad.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really appreciate y'all having me up.
Thank you.
Means
Our
a lot.
pleasure.
And happy holidays to everybody.
I'm going to
yes,
your
Happy New Year to
I'm
you
going
and
to-
everybody else.
I'm going to your band right now. I have the band app, and guys, you know the band is an app. You just download that on your phone or whatever, and
You can get to it through your computer as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just go to it like a website.
but I
just
haven't
like
been
a
on
forum.
anybody else's band except our fish group. But I can get on your band through the app, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I'm
It's the
headed there
same
now.
as my YouTube channel name and same as on Facebook. J. Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics.
I know what I'm going to be doing while I'm doing water changes the next couple hours.
John, do you have a sticker?
Yeah.
It's
Yep,
in the
awesome.
it's in the thumbnail.
So if people want a sticker, they can buy some guppies and get one. Maybe.
Yeah, if you can message me directly, I'll be glad to just send you a sticker if you want it. A couple of them.
I was trying to sell guppies.
I knew what you were doing. And actually, the sticker is a
yes,
lot better than that. It's got all of his
yeah.
social media on the top, but I had to downsize it a little.
Every buyer gets stickers
Awesome.
already.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, John. I enjoyed that after seeing it the other day because I think you took a little more time with us. So,
Yeah, maybe next week my girlfriend will come up on panel too, if that's all right.
That would be
no
great.
pressure. Just remind her that we are the Tennessee Fish Mafia, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She met
no-
Ed. She's met Ed, and they got along really well.
So, but no
Oh,
pressure.
everybody gets along with Ed.
Yeah, they do.
Just-
Yeah, they do.
He's just a magnetic personality.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Except for Susie.
Susie?
If I get close to Susie, she just shakes her fist at me.
I had a comeback for that magnetic personality, but I won't do it live.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, wait.
I'll wait.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody. Thank you for the super chats and thank you moderators. You're awesome, and thanks
Yep.
for the questions, everybody. And we'll go
Thanks for
ahead.
having me.
We'll go ahead and stop right here.
All right.
I hope I